So hello, and thank you so much for coming, and a special thank you to Martha and Lucy for organizing this wonderful event and including me. I'm humbled and honored. A little bit about me, I received my Master's of Fine Arts in 2002 in fabric design from the University of Georgia in Athens, Georgia, USA, under the guidance of two wonderful artists, Ed Lambert and Glenn Kaufman. My work, including wearable art, installation, performance, two-dimensional and three-dimensional design forms, has been shown in numerous national and international venues in solo and group exhibitions. I am currently a professor of fabric design at Bloomsburg University, Pennsylvania. I'm also the chairperson of the art department there. And you can find me online at meredithraygrimsley.com. The work I've included, Lucy, if you could go back one slide, yes, please. The work I've included in Ebb and Flow is pictured here. And you'll see that this is a departure from my other work I share, because this piece is a specific response to my mother's diagnosis of vascular dementia and the changes that are ravaging her. My mother, who was once an amazing seamstress, has lost the physical skills it takes to cut and sew. But something lingers from her days of maneuvering fabric. She obsessively cuts at household fabrics, mostly washcloths and her own pants. I have made this quilt in an effort to find meaning in her new work and to reframe her bad days with this degenerative disease. The remainder of my presentation will be an overview of my work and my philosophy of making. Okay, now we can move on, Lucy, thank you. From the day we are born to the day we die, we are wrapped in fiber. It has been a second skin, ushered us into this world, kept us warm, made us fashionable, embraced us in fear, love, memory, and nostalgia, adorned us in ceremony, ornamented the spaces we occupy, been passed down through families in heirloom and practice, and will usher us out when we pass from this world. Our interaction with textiles is the longest sustained physical relationship we have in our lives. Other than our own body, it is the only material that will always accompany us through life, disposable to sacred. Further, fiber art is made from materials which are perceived to be delicate or fragile. Yet, when a fiber artwork is made, the materials can withstand incredible physical manipulation, harsh chemical environments, extreme temperatures. It is beaten, stomped, tied, knotted, tangled, pierced with needles, and still remains strong or becomes stronger. This is simply awesome. I am moved by the metaphorical capabilities of fiber as an artistic medium and as a conduit to the subconscious. As a 45-year-old woman, what my work has given me at this point in my life is a deeply painful yet liberating perspective that I have labored under a personal fiction most of my life. My work reveals the veil of self-deception I have constructed over my depression and childhood trauma. As a coping mechanism for trauma, personally created fairy tales have clouded my vision and my ability to live in truth. As an artist, I correlate dysfunctional family legacies through both personal experiences and epigenetics to reveal the psychological genetic traits that each generation inherits. I see that within families, significant events, words, and behaviors occur and are absorbed into our daily routine without examination. Some happen over time or in a breath. Our minds and bodies are formed. However, whatever residue embeds through nature and nurture, we have the opportunity to deconstruct those wounds and to reclaim our spiritual identity, our spiritual birthright. This reminds me of Ephesians 5:13 through 14. But everything exposed by the light becomes visible, and everything that is illuminated becomes a light. Wake up, sleeper, rise from the dead, and Christ will shine on you. Now I find myself in eager pursuit of truth. To my audience, I whisper about my search with the physical, indelible mark of the stitch and the language of fiber. Through my work, I am ushered into a radical acceptance of self-worth. I am given the gift to reconnect with the mysteries of life. Perfectly timed pain, confrontation of darkness, embracing true love, seeking forgiveness, practicing gratitude, nurturing friendships, the endurance of the human spirit, and accepting the gift of God's healing grace. The following words are not mine, but they call to me at every level of my life and work. Psalm 139, 1 through 3, and 13 through 15. You have searched me, Lord, and you know me. You know when I sit and when I rise. You perceive my thoughts from afar. You discern my going out and my lying down. You are familiar with all my ways. For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place, when I was woven together in the depths of the earth. And lastly, Tepiwa Mugube's poem, You Are Oceanic. All she wanted was to find a place to stretch her bones and spread her hair, a place where her legs could walk without cutting and bruising, a place unchained. She was born out of the ocean breath. I reminded her, stop pouring so much of yourself into the hearts that have no room for themselves. Do not thin yourself. Be vast. You do not bring the ocean to a river. Thank you very much.